The most frequently repeated and urgent warning to believers in the end times is beware that you are not deceived. Yeshua himself highlighted this warning above all others. In the Olivet Discourse, when the disciples asked him about the signs of the end, the very first thing Yeshua said was, "Take heed that no man deceive you." Matthew 24:4, Mark 13:5, and Luke 21:8. So why is deception the primary warning? 4 reasons. 1, false prophets and false messiahs. Matthew 24:5 says, "For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many." 2, lying signs and wonders. "For false Christs and false prophets shall rise, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect." Matthew 24:24. 3, strong delusion. "And for this cause, God shall send them a strong delusion, that they should believe a lie." 2 Thessalonians 2:11. Number 4, doctrines of devils. "Now the Spirit speaketh expressly, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils." 1 Timothy 4:1. So what kind of deceptions are we warned about? Religious deceptions, prophetic deceptions, spiritual deceptions, technological deceptions, political and social deceptions. Now let's talk about them. Religious deception. This includes false teachings and also counterfeit messiahs. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I want to say that it is Vietnam. Is that right? No. My bad. It's Korea. Korea has a so-called, if you will, new Messiah, a new Jesus. There are videos out there that have surfaced that they are claiming that there is a Korean Jesus that is on the earth right now. But they're not alone. There is said to be a Messiah, a counterfeit Messiah, a counterfeit Yeshua, also walking around in Africa. So religious deception, false teachings, and counterfeit messiahs, definitely. Prophetic deceptions, twisting of prophecy. Oh boy, is that all over the place. With additional false timelines, twisting of prophecy. There are those who say that they are Jews, but are not, are in the process of wanting to restart sacrifices. And they are looking to sacrifice a unblemished red heifer. This is not biblical at all. This is a twisting of biblical prophecy. And that's just one example. There are many. Spiritual deception. Oh, New Age doctrines masked as truth. You know, who's just like the devil. He blends a little bit of the truth, or sprinkles in a little bit of the truth with all of his lies. This also goes along with lukewarm spirituality. There are those who walk around, call themselves body of believers, and they are neither warm or neither hot nor cold. They are lukewarm. They straddle the fence in between. And the Bible is very clear. You cannot be lukewarm, because if you are, that the Heavenly Father will spew you out. So lukewarm spirituality is not where it's at. Technological deceptions with AI, chat GPT, media manipulation, deep fakes, false signs, blue beam, distortions, showing images in the sky, with the deception of people believing that they are seeing Yeshua in the skies. They're seeing angels in the skies. There's all kinds, and they're using technology to do this. AI has been, and this includes ChatGPT, has been programmed to have biases. Can they be reprogrammed? Absolutely. To share and support truth? Yes, they can. But we have to understand that it is man produced. And so therefore, understand that we cannot put our entire basis on AI or chat GPT for our beliefs and for our basis, if you will, of truth. Truth should always come from the Bible. Truth should always come from the word of Yah, the words of Yeshua. So we don't want to put our foundation or stand on a foundation of technology, because it's truly one of the tools that can be used and will be used for deception. I do believe that it can be used for the good based on who is actually steering it, if you will. Okay. Political and social deception, false peace. Oh, we're hearing about that a lot lately. False peace, false unity, and counterfeit ensigns. Now, it's interesting to me that we can talk about this false peace, and yet we have bombs dropping and unaliving people left and right in different areas of the world. We talk about this false unity. Oh, let's all come together in kumbaya, with so much division, hatred, racism, and you name it, just in this world. So it's political and social deception. We've got divisions politically in this country, but it's not just in America, it's all over the world. Counterfeit ensigns of things that people are truly believing are signs of the end times. They are here. We are seeing them. When you have eyes to see and ears to hear, but there's so many false ones that are out there that are used to confuse the people and to steer folks in the wrong direction. So the number one repeated warning for believers in the end times is for us to be sober, be vigilant, and to guard ourselves against deception. And this includes deceptions from, again, religious systems. It also includes leaders, both secular and religious. Pray, and read the Bible. Read it for yourselves. Pray that the Holy Spirit will give you discernment and understanding what it is that you're actually reading. And hold it close to your heart. It also includes deceptions from media. Who runs media today? Media and technology. The enemy knows that his time is short, and he's using every means possible to deceive people. And also your own heart and your own biases. Guard your heart. Ask Father to purge anything from you that is within your heart that you're holding against another people or another person, whether it be hidden forms of racism, hidden forms of bigotry, if you are holding any type of unforgiveness in your heart, bitterness for the things that have been done to you, because your heart is deceitful above all things. And that's Jeremiah 17:9. So let me share Luke 21:36 with you. Watch, therefore, and pray always, that you may be counted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So this is a warning, if you will, to watch, therefore, and pray. Because the deceptions run so strong, I would be wrong if I did not extend this over to those who are leading people, and unfortunately leading people astray. As a prophet of Yah, an instrument of Yah, as a minister of the true gospel, as a truth speaker, somebody who says that they dream dreams that are spiritual, and they have visions that are spiritual, and they claim to have heard from the Father Yah. I have aught with so many of them, and this is why they are deceiving so many people, and I'm concerned for the souls of the people that they're deceiving. First off, how can these people, anyone who claims to be a prophet of Yah, or any of the others that I spoke of, how can you claim this on one end and not proclaim on the other end the true chosen ones spoken of in the Bible? To not share all of the word with your followers, your congregation, those that you claim to shepherd. If you don't tell the truth, you're not in the truth. So your silence or your denial about the identity of the true children of Israel, the scattered, afflicted, descent as prophesied in our Bible, those who society calls Black, Negro, if you don't tell the truth, your silence and your denial is upholding the plans and purpose of the devil. And so I have to say, who's your daddy? If the devil is the father of all lies, and to keep silent on what is true, it's the same as lying. So let's break down the gravity of your silence in denial. Okay? Prophecy requires proclamation of identity. The prophetic role is not just about visions of future events, personal breakthroughs, or generalized feel-good messages. It involves revealing hidden truths, especially in this time that we're in, especially those tied to the covenant identity. If someone claims to be a prophet, a minister, a dreamer of dreams, a truth teller, but ignores or denies the awakening of the true Israelites, they are either asleep, compromised, or serving a different spirit. Point blank, period. Knowing Yah You claim to know him. But knowing Yah means you know his people. In John 10:14, Yeshua says this, I am the good shepherd, and I know my sheep and am known of mine. So if someone truly walks with Yah, they will recognize and defend his people, period. Denying them is akin to rejecting Yah's covenant. Is that what you want to do? The suppression is demonic and it's strategic. Psalm 83 outlines a conspiracy to cut off Israel from remembrance. And Jeremiah 23, verse 26 and 27 warns of false prophets who cause the people to forget Yah's name and by extension, his people. The call to the masses to put up or shut up. This is what I'm doing. So it's a righteous challenge. If you're claiming to serve Yah, I'm calling you to put up or shut up. Stop spiritualizing the gospel while you erase the covenant truth. Stop preaching color blindness. Everybody's afraid to talk about the racism. So stop preaching color blindness on one end, but you're really not, because you are perpetuating a lie that has been floating around the world for forever now with white Jesus. So stop preaching color blindness while ignoring scriptural lineages and curses. Stop running revival meetings at the same time you're denying who the lost sheep of Israel are. Ezekiel 13 warns of prophets who whitewash walls with untempered mortar. And that's covering lies with soft words or pictures or images instead of just speaking the truth and telling the truth. In these times that we're in the end times, and this is so important. Silence about true Israel, the true chosen ones. This is wicked. Don't you see that? And so I'm going to continue with it. Put up or shut up. How can you say that you're a prophet of Yah, an instrument of Yah, a minister of the true gospel, a truth speaker, a dreamer of dreams, and someone who has visions from Yah? And then you go and you talk to the masses about these dreams and visions and prophecies. How can you say that you're all these things? Okay, say that you've heard from the Most High if you do not acknowledge, you do not proclaim, and you do not defend the true identity of the chosen people of Israel. The true Israelites are black, period. They are the descendants of those who were scattered to the four corners of the earth, sold into slavery, colonized, stripped of their language, culture, and land. This is not a side issue. This is a covenant truth. It's central. It's a central part of prophecy. So if you really, truly know Yah, then you would know his people. If you are walking in his spirit, then you would recognize the ones he marked by prophecy. Deuteronomy 28 is not poetry. It is a historical blueprint. The curses have a real, physical bloodline people attached to them. And that people is black. That people, they are oppressed and scattered. Still, the same people the world has tried to erase, tried to mislabel, and have tried to silence. So let me be clear. Spiritualizing away the identity of Israel is a lie. Who is the father of lies? Replacing them with another people is deception. Again, who would be behind that? Silence about the truth is complicity. Complicity with the enemy's agenda. So this is not optional, family. This is not political. And this is what it is. This is prophecy. Father Yah is waking up his people. He is also in the process of waking up the other nations and the Gentiles. The true Israelites are rising with purpose. The world is being forced to see what has been hidden. If you are preaching, teaching, prophesying, or claiming to be a vessel of Yah, and you're not proclaiming this truth, then you are either spiritually blind, willingly compromised, or working for the other side. So I say to you, you prophets, you pastors, you ministers, you teachers, and you who say you dream dreams and are given visions from Yah, I say to you, put up or shut up. We're at the end, and you will give an account for your behavior. This is not the time to be lukewarm, to be soft, to try to soften your responses to people, your sermons, your teachings, to gloss over the truth so that you don't hurt feelings. The time for lukewarm lies, it's over. Put up or shut up. Again, this is not optional. This is not political. This is prophecy. If you do not know who the true children of Israel are, then you do not know the Father. You cannot speak for the Father. Your dreams and your visions are lies. If you do not know the true children of Israel and who they are, then you don't know the Father. And that, my friend, is the bottom line.